Hello everyone, this is Marcia from One Scrap at a Time, and I'm back today with another process video for Simple Stories. And in this video I'm using two digital cut files from JustNick Studios. One is the Dainty Doily and the other one is the Stems cut file. So I'm going to start out here by doing some border strips. I wanted to bring out more yellow in this layout. This is the Spring Farmhouse collection from Simple Stories, and it's really just a gorgeous collection. And the yellow to me just screams spring, so I wanted to use the yellow as a border here. I have cut like a little strip of the black floral to use down the middle of my layout, and I'm going to edge that with this yellow border that I had just trimmed there. I used a Martha Stewart punch for this border. I have a lot of her punches, and I wanted to bring in like a more feminine feel to the layout, and to me with the flowers and the doily and the lace on the edge of this border all makes it feel more feminine. So I'm gonna adhere this strip down right in the middle. So I'm using a ruler here to guide me to make sure that I have it straight. So once I have that on there, I'm going to bring in my other elements. I want the doily behind my photo, and I want to add some dimension. So I'm going to recycle some of my chipboard and put that on the back of my photo along with some foam adhesive. So I like to save my chipboard pieces here like this and reuse them. It's a lot better than just throwing them away. They really do come in handy. So once I have my photo on here, I want to get a feel for where my stems want to go. And then I decided I needed to add a little bit of ink on the edges of my stem die cuts, just to get it also more dimension. And then I'm getting a marker and just going back and adding the veins and the leaves. I want them to look more realistic. So once I have the marker on here too, I'm gonna use my fingers and crimp them a little bit to give them a little bit more dimension as well. On the open leaves, I didn't have to crimp them. I just left them as is and just crimped the ones with the full leaves. So I really love that stems cut file as well. I use that one a lot. With the open leaves, it makes it more feminine as well. So I'm going to adhere my photo down on top of my doily and start to play with some of the ephemera pieces. This collection has these adorable bows. So you see me, I grabbed the pink gingham bow and added it to the top of my photo. So this collection also has a lot of floral die cuts, and I knew I wanted to add a lot of the floral die cuts around my photo. So I'm going to adhere the stems down, and then I can play with the die cuts and get them adhered down on top of the stems. So I want the leaves from the stems peeking out and the die cuts over the top. So I'm tucking in the die cuts behind my photo. It's nice to have the foam underneath the photo because it makes it easier to tuck things underneath. And you see me using my fine line glue bottle. This is an amazing tool. I bought mine on Amazon, and you can add your own adhesive to the glue bottle, and it has a needle point so that with the needle point you can get some real detailed gluing and your glue doesn't go everywhere. And there's another needle that goes inside the tip, and it keeps it from clogging up. So this bottle will not clog up ever. Alright, so with spring, it had this cute bicycle with a quote that I had found in the ephemera pack, and I think I'm actually using a sticker here because it was a little bit smaller. And then I put a ephemera frame around it, put some adhesive, foam adhesive behind it to pop it up on top of my floral pieces there. So this is really starting to come around, and I want to put in some more florals on the top, but I didn't want them to be too big, so I'm looking for some of my smaller floral pieces. So you see me digging through the pack, looking just for the small ones. So while I'm playing around with these ephemera pieces, let me tell you about my photo. This is my niece Bailey, and she graduated from high school a couple years ago. And so she lives out in the country, and so I really love this photo. It was a chair set out along the roadside with the tall grass behind it, and it really is, I think, the perfect photo to use for this collection, with the spring farmhouse feel to the photo. So these bows are actually big clips, and I didn't want the clip part to show over my photo, so I'm going to adhere this down with a glue dot instead and just tuck it behind my photo. Okay, so now I'm pulling out my Bow Easy. I love this tool for tying bows. So I've decided to tie a twine bow using a natural color twine. And I'm trying to get the kinks out of the twine here by just rolling it through my fingers. So I like to wind the twine around here twice to make a double bow. And then you just go through the middle of the loops here, and I did it very, very fast there, but it makes tying a bow so much easier than trying to do it by hand. Alright, so I'm pulling out a chipboard heart and trying to figure out where I want it to go. Then I decided I really need my title on here first, so I need to decide where that's going to go first. So I grabbed the sticker "Live Simply" for my title. I thought it went along great with the farmhouse feel and the senior photo here, and trying to figure out where I want it to go. So I decide I want to put it in my big cluster on the bottom left. So I put some foam adhesive behind it and some baby powder to keep the sticker from sticking where I don't want it. And then I'm going to adhere that down, and then use a glue dot to adhere my bow down right next to it. So then, to balance my layout out a little more, I decided I needed to bring in something else to the right of my photo. So I grabbed this chipboard piece that has some more quotes on it, another word quote, and put that down to the right of my photo. And then I wanted to find a place for my heart, so I decided up by the bow. And then I had to grab my sticker sheet again and find something else to put up on here. I love photo tabs, so I'm finding a photo tab that I can stick up here next to the photo. So there's a few other flower stickers or ephemera pieces I'm going to put up here, and then I'm going to grab my enamel dots and add a few enamel dots as well. I really love this Simple Stories Spring Farmhouse collection, It is just what I needed right now when it's still very much winter here and there's still like 3 feet of snow on the ground in Minnesota. So this really was a breath of fresh air to be able to scrapbook with. I cannot wait for spring. So there's my layout. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button at the end. I'd love to have you back again. Thank you so much. Bye bye.